Hi everybody, how's it going? Um, Sorry for the slightly late start. Um, there was a backpack that absolutely had to be found. Um, how are we doing? Um, okay, let's get stuck in. Welcome to another week of music therapy uh, type sessions on YouTube. Um, if you weren't with us for the improvisation session, I was letting people know that we're approaching our 100th session. Um, I know week 10, yes, our 100th session, Mikey, is going to be on Thursday. It's going to be the, if I've counted right, it's going to be the song session on Thursday is our 100th session. Um, I may have to come back to you on the maths once I've done a recount. Um, but I think I'm pretty accurate. Okay. Um, so I have a request from Dara and Sean to do the song "Build Me Up, Buttercup" because they were out and about at the weekend, and Dara saw a lot of buttercups as well as other wildlife and things like that. And it is National Biodiversity Week. Sean was telling us. So how about this as an idea for a theme? How about a song that has something to do with something you did at the weekend, that just tells us, catches us up, that catches us up on what you did at the weekend. So Dara and Sean saw a load of buttercups. They're picking "Build Me Up, Buttercup." How about I kind of like that idea for a theme. Um, Let me see. I'd have to think about what mine would be though. So hope you're all well. I hope today is a fun session for us. There we go. Kate was gardening, planting, and watering. Okay. Great. Yeah, it was good weather for that. Actually, we were gardening a lot yesterday. We hedges and reseeding lawns and mowing the lawn and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm thinking of the Spinal Tap song. Listen to to what the flower people say. We've had some Spinal Tap talk on these sessions before. Okay. Hi Anna, how's it going? Hi Quaylen, hi Sienna. So yeah, just in case people are joining us. There we go, Mikey, nailing it. That's exactly the kind of thing we're talking about. Okay, so let me make a note of that. So the songs to do with something you did over the weekend. There we go. Why do you build me up? Whoa. I knew. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. That was the backing track. Oh dear, that's a terrible way to start the week. Okay. Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down and mess me around? And then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. But I need you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. I'll be over at 10, you told me time and again, but you're late. good. Okay. Excellent. It's going down well. Good choice indeed. So, hi Mary, how's it going? And hi Grania and Breda. Hi Glenn, how's it going? Yes, that's from the end of Something About Mary. And hi Yvonne and Stephen. Yeah, I think we did all right with the weekend though, didn't we? I just got your photo there, Sean. Very good. Command Dara. Okay. Bicycle by Queen. Oh, Glenn, you're nailing it. That's fantastic. Okay. I'm gonna type out the theme just for people to catch up on, okay? Okay. That next to something did at the weekend. Okay. I probably could have phrased that a bit better, but anyway. Okay. Command Eric. Glad you liked it. Okay. So Limerick Your Lady. Now I have to go digging this one up because it's not in my usual song software. Okay. So the next song Mikey chose Limerick Your Lady. How was the milk market, Mikey? What was it? Was it busy? Were people behaving themselves? I just wrote Limerick, you're a Limerick. I was trying to do too many things at once. Yeah. So what was it like over there? Are people being sensible? A lot of that in the news, isn't there? Okay. Limerick, you're a lady. Your shining waters, tears of joy that flow. The beauty that surrounds you, I'll take it with me, love, wherever I go. While waiting in the arms of distant waters, a new day finds me far away from home. And Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. As children, you and I spent endless days of fun in winter snow or summer's golden sun. We fished in silver streams, the fabric of our dreams was fashioned by your loveliness, and so I have to say, Limerick, you're a lady, the shining waters, tears of joy that flow. The beauty that surrounds you, I'll take it with me, love, wherever I go. While waking in the arms of distant waters, our new day finds me far away from home. Limerick, you're my lady, the one true love that I have ever known. The difference time has made to travelers on their way, seeking out the beauty of our land. At shrines where children play, the bells ring out to say, thank God we're living just to feel the freedom of each day. Limerick, you're a lady, the one true love that I have ever known. The beauty that surrounds you, I'll take it with me, love, wherever I go. While waking in the arms of distant waters, All right, Mikey. I fluffed the lyrics a little bit there. Hope I got away with it. How's it going? Okay. Now, Mary, I should. Do you know what? I should know the Rose of Mooncoin because then the rings a bell. So I'll make a note of it and I'll learn it for you. Okay, that's in my homework list. Okay, very good. Day Sleeper is a good one. Breda and Grania, yeah. So yeah, 100, nearly 100 sessions, and that's very weird for me because usually, you know, I would do 100 sessions, but not 100 of the same sessions in this much time. I usually do my sessions weekly. So anyway, Slieve Le Mans. Oh God, I need that. That's yeah. Probably should know that one too. Some of the Irish ones are a bit of a blind spot for me. Okay. There we go, Glenn. You're right. Yeah. Okay. So let's do about as far away from Limerick Your Lady to Bicycle by Queen for Glenn. So Glenn, were you back on the bike at the weekend? Fair play. Where is it? Bicycle. Okay. So this could be funny, guys. Okay, let's see how we get on. Oh God, why does it keep doing that? Okay, this is another Evel Knievel one. Let's see how we get on. Whoa, bicycle. Oh, that's really high. Okay, let's go for it. Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to. Bicycle, I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like. You say black, I say white. You say bark, I say bike. You say shark, I say hey man. Jaws never my scene, and I don't like Star Wars. Okay, Glenn, are you sure about this? You say Rose, I say Royce. You say God, give me a choice. You say Lord, I say Christ. I don't believe in Peter Pan, Frankenstein, and Superman. All I wanna do is bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my races are coming this way, so forget all your duties. Oh yeah. Fat bottom girls, they'll be riding today, so look out for those beauties. Oh yeah. On your marks, get set, go. Bicycle race, bicycle race, bicycle race, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, 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 and bicycle race. You say Coke, I say K, you say John, I say Wayne, hot dog, I say cooler man. I don't wanna be the president of America. Whoa. Say smile, I say cheese, Cartier, I say please. They can tack, I say Jesus. I don't wanna be a candidate for Vietnam. I wanna get, all I wanna do is bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where I like. Oh, Glenn. It was worth a try. God, I'm sweating after that one. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right, Sean. I just got your message there. Yeah. Someone said to me. Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. Thanks, guys. Like I said, it was an Evil Knievel one. Uh, it's all about the attempt. Um. Okay. Fast car is a great choice yeah, fast car for Quiva. Hi Jess, how's it going? Jess is online now with us. So Jess, we're talking about songs that relate to things we did at the weekend. So we've had cycling. We had Limerick, You're a Lady, and that kind of thing. We had Build Me Up Buttercup for Dara and Sean because they were looking at buttercups. Okay. Day Sleeper. Let's try this one. Okay. Need to remember how this one goes, but it's I remember liking it when it came out. It's in Okay. I think I can do this one. Quiva and Carmel. Oh, Mikey! I don't think Freddie Mercury would say that if he heard what I did to his song. Anyway. Well, indeed. I don't know what that has to do with anyone's weekend, though, Glenn. If we're staying on theme, I don't know. Receiving department, 3 a.m. Staff cuts have stocked up the average. Directives opposed, no callbacks, complaints. Everywhere is calm. Hong Kong is So Quiva had a sleepy weekend. That's a great way to spend your weekend. Very much so. That's recharging. I hope it did you good. No, sorry, did I have that wrong? Day sleeper was for Grania. I'm so sorry. Grania had the sleepy weekend, and Quiva was out driving. I'm sorry. I messed that up. Yeah, you're right, Anna. I just caught it. Okay. Sorry, Grania. Okay. I'm jumping ahead in my song list. That's what happened, and I got mixed up. Okay. Daydream Believer, great for Sienna. That's a great one as well for a lazy weekend. Okay. So we're back on track. All right, Mary. But what did you do at the weekend? Is there a song that that fits with what you did at the weekend? Okay. I'm up to speed with everybody. All right, Jess. Okay. Transpose that up. Okay. Let's go so. You got a fast car. I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we should make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car. I've got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can go get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. He lived with a bottle, that's the way it is. He said his body's too young to work. His body's too young to look alike his. My mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. I said somebody's gotta take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. You got a fast car, fast enough Okay. So Mikey's counting the days a different way to how I was. Um. Okay. Um. Very good. Okay. Thanks, Carmel and Quiva. Glad you like that. Okay. How are we doing for songs? Okay. Has anyone else got any requests? Um. The next song is "Daydream Believer" for Sienna. um. That's a good choice, Yvonne, for Stephen. Let me see if I can. I might be able to spoof it if I can find the chords and the words. Um, I met Alabama 3 in Limerick when they did a gig. God, about 15 years ago. You might consider a backup song, Yvonne, in case I can't make sopranos work. There are other kind of um, yeah, but that TV show had a great soundtrack. So okay, uh, so yeah, I suppose you're living in Limerick, Mikey. Limerick on a Saturday night is probably far better than Ennis on a Saturday night, anyway. Um, okay, I know Stephen knows this one as well because we sing this one for Maeve quite a lot in our group. Okay, you ready, Sienna? Oh, I could rise with the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm could never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out from my eyes. The shaving razor's cold and it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on a steed. Now you know how happy life can be. Our day starts and ends without $1 to spend. But how much, baby, do you really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Here we go. Play that song, Daydream Believer. I hope you like that one, Sienna. That's for everyone who had a lazy weekend. Um, okay, so Stephen, I'm checking out the woke up this morning. Okay. I'm gonna give this a go. It's one of those days. This is, I know I keep saying Evel Knievel. Um, there we go. You like that song, Grania? Sure, it's the same guys who did I'm a Believer. Although you've heard different versions of that because of Shrek. Um, okay, so Stephen, this is for you and all the Sopranos fans in your house. Okay. Try and get my. This is supposed to be. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give this a go. Stephen, you're gonna have to help me out. You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Your mama said you'd always be the chosen one. She said you're one in a million, you gotta burn to shine. You're born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eyes. When you woke up this morning, all that love had gone. Papa never told you about right and wrong. Hey, but you're looking good, baby, I believe you're feeling fine. Shame about it, born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eye. I said, woke up this morning, got a blue moon in your eyes. It's so sad, goddamn shame about it. Woke up this morning, you got a blue moon in your eyes. You woke up this morning, the world turned upside down. Lord above, things ain't been the same since the blues walked into town. But you're one in a million, cause you got that shotgun smile. Born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eyes. Woke up this morning, you got a blue moon in your eyes. Woke up this morning, you got a blue moon in your eyes. Woke up this morning, you got a blue moon in your eyes. Woke up this morning, got a blue moon in your eyes. Okay. I skipped the rap in that song. I hope that's okay, Stephen. Were you singing along? Okay. I don't think I quite gave it that sense of menace that it has. I think he sings it about an octave below anywhere my voice can go. You gotta, yeah, I can't do it. Okay. Okay, Mary, let's try This Old House. I need to just remind myself of how it goes. That's Shakin' Stevens. This Old House. Okay, it's like an old rockabilly song. I think I can manage that. Oh, Rosemary Clooney did it. Okay. Thanks, Yvonne. Thanks, Stephen. Okay. Okay, I'm just changing the key of this, Mary. Mary says, you were at home all weekend. Were you relaxing as well? Um, okay, I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see where the theme might be slightly problematic because yeah, we are all grounded, aren't we? Okay, but we can do that one, yeah. Um, the theme has kind of evolved, but that's what I like. Okay, let's do that one as well. All right. All right, Mary, this one's for you. This old house once knew its children. This old house once knew its wife. This old house was home and comfort, and they fought the storms of life. This old house once rang with laughter. This old house heard men shout. Now it trembles in the darkness, and the lightning walks about. Ain't gonna leave this house no longer. Ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges nor to mend the window panes. So I need this house no longer. Get ready to meet the same. This old house is getting shaky. This old house is getting old. This old house that's in the rain. This old house that's in the cold. Oh, his knees are getting chilly, but he feels no fear of pain, 'cause he sees an angel peeking through a broken window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. Ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges. Ain't gonna need this window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. He's getting ready to meet the saints. This old house is afraid of thunder. This old house is afraid of storms. This old house just groans and trembles in the night when flinches on. This old house is getting feeble. This old house is needing pain. Just like him, it's tuckered out, but he's getting ready to meet the saints. Ain't gonna meet this house no longer. Ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges nor to mend the window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. He's getting ready to meet the saints. My old hound dog lies sleeping. He don't know I'm gonna leave. If he'd wake up by the fireplace, he'd just sit there howling and grieve. But my hunting days are over. Ain't gonna hunt anymore. Gabriel Dunn brought in my chariot and the wind brought down the door. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. Ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles. Ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges nor to mend the window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer. I'm getting ready to meet the saint. Okay. Now, that was for you, Mary. Hope that was okay. I never read the words of that song before. Okay. So that was for you. I hope you liked it. And Sienna, I forgot there was a message there from Kieran. Kieran says hi to Sienna. He hopes you're well. He's busy on a work call. Okay, let's carry on. So Jess has asked for the Enable Ireland song. High Hopes. I'm not so familiar with Jess, so let's the Enable Ireland song. I know that one, but I'm gonna make a note of High Hopes so I can learn it for another time. Breakfast roll. Oh, very good. Okay. Oh, why not? Okay. So let's do Stuck in the Middle with You for for Caitlin and Sienna. Okay. Okay. And Glenn is saying hi, Jess. to you. And Mikey, absolutely fine. You have my email. You can go ahead. You can contact me anytime. Okay. We're doing. Okay. Um. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm just scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how to get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you, and I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I'm wondering what it is I should do. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face, losing control, yeah, I'm over the place. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Well, you started out with nothing, and you're proud that you're a self-made man. And your friends, they all come crawling, slap you on the back and say, please, please. Well, I'm trying to make some sense of it all, but I can see it makes no sense at all. Is it cool to go to sleep on the floor? 'Cause I don't think I can take any more. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. And you started out with nothing, and you're proud that you're a self-made man. And your friends, they all come crawling, slap you on the back and say, please, please. Well, I don't know why I came here tonight. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm just scared in case I fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I get downstairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Okay. Now, oh, you've changed your mind about Subway. Now you want Chicken Hut, Glenn. Okay. Mikey, you do who do you do deliveries for again, Mikey? Can you make it out to Corbally? Okay. So let's do. I think we're doing all right for time. So the next one is the jumbo breakfast roll from Mary, for Dara's mum. I feel like, have I missed anybody's quests? I think we're doing all right, aren't we? Thanks, Creelan. Okay. It seems like just about everyone had a pretty laid back weekend, which is I'm glad to hear. Um, oh, we didn't do a song for Kate. Kate was there gardening and planting. What song? Do we have a song about gardens? Um, Octopus's garden. We'll do a song for you, Kate. Anyway. Bare necessities. I mean, isn't that all about gardening? Isn't that all about cultivating all that stuff? To get philosophical. Okay, bye, Quaylen. You heading off? Very good. Come on, Mikey. All right, let's carry on. So, good stuff. Okay, nice and Terry. Well, I wake up in the morning and I jump straight out of bed, grab hold of the luminous jacket and shake off that porter head. I don't have time for a fancy breakfast to put muesli in a bowl. I just head up to the Statoil garage for the jumbo breakfast roll. Let's make that go a bit faster. 2 eggs, 2 sausage, 2 rashers, 2 bacon, 2 pudding, 1 black, 1 white. All stacked up tower on top of each other and wrapped up good and tight. If you're having some tea, the milk's over there, sugar in a bowl. Says she, do you want some sauce with that? Says I do in my roll. Well, whether you're a chippy or a sparky or a bricky or a team just tar on the road, or a shower of lads coming home from the Raz with a crowd or on your own. If you're working on a ladder or a peeling big splatter or find yourself digging a hole, there's no sight better than melting butter from a jumbo breakfast roll. 2 eggs, 2 rasher, 2 sausage, 2 bacon, 2 pudding, 1 black, 1 white. All stacked like a tower on top of each other and wrapped up good and tight. If you're having some tea, the milk's over there, sugar in a bowl. Says she, do you want some sauce with that? Says I do in my roll. Well, just the other day after me rolling tea, my God, I got an awful ache. Went to see me doctor and he said it's an artery blocker. You have to recording it break. I got that wrong last time. So changed my lifestyle. He has me walking 5 miles, seen a dietitian called no. But I can't get from me head decided to jumbo breakfast roller. 2 eggs, 2 rasher, 2 sausage, 2 bacon, 2 pudding, 1 black, 1 white. All stacked like a tower on top of each other and wrapped up good and tight. If you're having some tea, the milk's over there, there's sugar in a bowl. Says she, do you want some sauce? And that says I do in my roll. Well, the years have passed on and my life has changed and now I'm a different man. I've lost 3 stone and I'm doing a line with a girl called Joan and we're both vegetarian. My cholesterol is low and my heart is good to go, but in the morning I'd sell my soul to sit in any Statoil forecourt and jump our butt. 2 eggs, 2 sausage, 2 rasher, 2 bacon, 2 pudding, 1 black, 1 white. All stacked like a tower on top of each other, then wrapped up good and tight. If you're having some tea, the milk's over there, you find sugar in a bowl. Says he, do sauce with that? Says I do in my roll. Says he, do you want some sauce with that? Says I do in my roll. Says he, do I want some sauce with that? Says I do in my roll. All right. Do you know what? I did see Pat Short, his music from the telly. It's a great show. And he uses Frank Zappa for his theme music, which I'm amazed by. Good man Dara, good man Dara, and good woman Grania, good stuff. Okay. Now there we go. There's a claim to fame, Mikey. Have you had a pint with Pat Short? Yeah, I'd say I'd get on with them too. Okay, guys. Next song is The Bare Necessities for Kate, who was out harvesting weekend. Okay, you ready, Kate? I know you like this one. Okay. And then we'll be wrapping up with the Enable Ireland song for Jess. We're doing great for time. I'm very pleased. I look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities are Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. When you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants and maybe try a few, the bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities are why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. When you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear, and you pick a raw paw, next time beware. Don't pick the prickly pear with the paw when you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pair of the big pawpaws. Have I given you a clue? The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Now don't spend your time looking around for something you want that can't be found. When you find out you can live without it and go along not thinking about it, I'll tell you something true. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. That bring the bare necessities of life. That bring the bare necessities of life. Okay. Guys, we did it. Another hour down. That was great fun. I hope you enjoyed it. And I forgot to say hello to the old gent as well. Hi, Henry. Okay. Thanks, everybody. I hope you had fun. I hope we can do this all again tomorrow. And I hope you have a great evening, whatever you do. So Jess has chosen the last song. We Are Enable Ireland. Good choice, Jess. And thank you as usual once again. And I will be back tomorrow, okay? fine. She's doing absolutely fine. Thanks for asking. Peace out, guys. As Glenn says, have a lovely evening. As Anna says, I'm cribbing everyone's sign-offs. And you're more than welcome, Grania. I'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully. And have a great evening. Thanks again. You're all great. Bye.